Your cancer disgusts me, don't ever mention it again. I sat at the dining table holding my coffee cup. The cup shattered violently in his hand. Shards scattered across the white tablecloth. He furrowed his brow, eyes filled with impatience. I watched him silently, expressionless. 12 years of marriage seemed to vanish in that moment. I gently put down the piece of toast in my hand. Calmly said, "Okay, I won't bring up cancer again." Marcus's face relaxed as he returned to his phone. As if nothing had happened. Morning sunlight reflected off the broken coffee shards. I began going to the hospital for chemotherapy alone. At first Marcus enjoyed the quiet emptiness of the house. A week later, his texts came non-stop, pressing me. I only replied with appointment details, nothing more. His messages grew anxious, he kept asking. Neighbors saw me growing thinner. They started asking Marcus about my condition. He could only vaguely say it was stress and changes in diet. Gossip spread quietly among the neighbors. Marcus's indifference was obvious. My hair began to fall out, and my sister threw a shaving party for me. Marcus's mother was present, pale when she learned the truth. She left immediately to confront her son. The wife of a company boss who was also present was shocked. That evening she informed her husband Marcus. The next day Marcus was called to the office for questioning. Colleagues gave him stern looks. He muttered explanations that went nowhere. During my third chemo, I collapsed from dehydration. Marcus was urgently called to my hospital room. He panicked, grabbed my hand, trembling. I remained silent, didn't respond. Nurses shot him angry glares from the doorway. HR informed Marcus he needed to take leave to care for his wife. He returned home, frozen in front of medical equipment at the door. A home nurse had been arranged. He shouted at me to tell him about my cancer. I only nodded. He slammed his fist against the wall, screaming. Neighbors, nurses, and delivery people witnessed his behavior. My sister posted online about the one person supporting me. The post quickly spread in the community. Marcus tried to defend himself with fake accounts. Friends publicly mocked him for being incompetent. My brother became my medical proxy, attending each appointment. Marcus attempted to give flowers in the hospital parking lot. I silently walked past without acknowledging him. When my tumor shrank and surgery was scheduled, Marcus wasn't informed. Doorbell cameras recorded my sister arriving with celebratory balloons. Marcus called frantically, demanding answers. I calmly said, "You told me not to mention it, so I didn't." Nurses whispered in surprise. He rushed to the hospital, facing the cold stares of medical staff. His demeanor shifted from panic to calculated calm. He played a morning recording on his phone, claiming I deprived him of medical decision-making, threatening legal action to divide assets and take the house. I looked at my body covered in surgical drains and bandages. A chill ran through me. My sister held my hand. Nurses pressed the call button, demanding he leave. Marcus's lawyer claimed he had a right to be present. 2 security guards escorted them out. Marcus angrily pointed at me, saying, "See you in court." My sister called legal friend Patricia Chen. She arrived at the hospital 20 minutes later. Reviewed the recording and confirmed it was invalid. Started organizing a counter-strategy. Requested all texts Marcus had sent asking for information. Collected screenshots of Facebook posts. Gathered testimony from nurses and doctors. Recorded marks he left on walls at home. Neighbors provided statements about his coldness. 2 days later Marcus filed an urgent petition claiming I was mentally unstable, seeking control over assets. Patricia warned we needed to prepare to respond. My brother returned home, angry about office rumors. Marcus falsely claimed I refused treatment and was suicidal. Public pressure began to mount against me. Patricia organized evidence and submitted it to the court. Doorbell footage showed him coming and going early and late. Bank records showed $15,000 withdrawn after diagnosis. My mother called, choked up, admitting she didn't know the truth, willing to testify. My primary doctor provided 6 months of treatment proof showing he was never involved. Court evidence showed his absence and indifference. Marcus posted online claiming I was manipulating him. Threats and insults followed. Patricia filed an emergency restraining order. The judge reviewed and approved it that night, restricting Marcus's social interactions. An emergency hearing was scheduled. My sister made a timeline, sorting all posts by month. Comparisons showed he posted vacation photos while ignoring my illness. Printed and color-coded evidence. Patricia said this was the strongest evidence. Marcus's lawyer requested medical records, which the court denied. The judge added sanctions. At the hearing, Marcus appeared confident in a suit. His lawyer argued I isolated him and denied support. Patricia played doorbell footage showing 6 months of entries and exits. He stepped over medical supplies without helping me inside. Footage showed me struggling from car to home after chemo. The judge's face grew stern. Hospital audio played him threatening me after surgery. Marcus's lawyer had no rebuttal. Patricia presented browsing history showing he planned to use my cancer to manipulate divorce. Timestamps confirmed he said cancer disgusted him the day he started plotting. The judge ordered a psychological evaluation. I showed normal stress reactions. Marcus displayed narcissistic antisocial traits. Employer completed an internal investigation and fired Marcus. He couldn't pay his lawyer. The lawyer continued only under duress. Marcus's father testified, expressing disappointment. The Guardian Review recommended I receive most of the house and assets, plus permanent restraining order. The court held its breath as Patricia read his record expressing desire for my death. Marcus shouted in anger, stopped by the judge. Lawyers also looked disgusted. Colleagues provided recordings showing he waited for my death. Court recessed 20 minutes and then ruled. I received 70% of the house, assets, vehicles, and medical expenses. Permanent restraining order preventing contact. Marcus was found in contempt of court and sentenced to 30 days in jail. 2 officers escorted him from the court. Lawyer dropped the case and left. 6 months later, I completed treatment and announced my recovery. My hair grew back soft and curly. I founded a support group for people who experienced illness. Marcus violated the restraining order after release and went back to jail. My mother set up a trust to fund future medical care, preventing Marcus from inheriting. 2 years later, I was healthy and strong. I started dating someone from the cancer survivor community. Marcus tried appeals, all denied. He lost career, family, reputation, and property. I chose to protect myself. That day, when he said cancer disgusted him, our marriage truly ended. I took action to expose his true nature. A man who cared more about comfort than his wife's life. I remained calm and steadfast until I prevailed.